another part of all of this happening, specifically for young people that are especially in college, was realizing the amount of privilege and the gratitude that a lot of people have for being in their specific spaces. I know, coming from like a first gen background, when Penn announced that they were gonna basically kick a lot of people off campus, there was a lot of housing insecurity. People don't have access to food meal plans. People don't have access to Wi-Fi, and all of that stress is accentuated further when you know you might be in an unstable family situation, right? So I think it's also been a lot of time that COVID-19 is like a reset for us. It's a cultural reset, it's an economic reset, it's a spiritual reset, but in a lot of ways, it's also a time for you to have a mindset reset, because I know a lot of friends and people that are still struggling, and a lot of schools have announced that they'll extend their pass fail deadline, or most recently, there was a lot of student grassroots organizing to get Yale to apply like a universal pass policy, and that was only after students for weeks on end have been emailing and petitioning for that to happen. And now, like, at Penn, our pass fail deadline is on Monday. It's the earliest out of all the other peer institutions. So for me, that might be an extreme stressor, or I know that, maybe my brother will make noise in the background of a call, but I still have access to Wi-Fi. And that within itself is such a privilege. So I think understanding the different almost inequities at the same time is something that I'm grappling a lot with too, because I'm privileged enough to have access to these resources, but a lot of people don't. So how do we deal with that inherently within itself?